Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today I've got a full review on the Brine Clutch Elite head. Alright guys, so today I've got a full review for the Brine Clutch Elite, one of the newer heads from Brine. So this head is priced at $90. This head I have here is NHFS spec, so it's legal for all levels but NCAA. They also have the Brine Clutch Elite X, which is legal for all levels of play, youth all the way through college. So the Clutch is a head that was released a long time ago. The original Clutch was, and kind of like the Proton Power, it had some problems, and so Brine decided to come back and revamp it with the Clutch Elite. So like I said, it's only $90, which is not a bad price for a new head, especially one that was just released, and puts it right in the middle of the price range. Usually a little lower end heads are $85 and higher end are $95 or $105. It weighs 4.7 ounces unstrung, which is extremely light, one of the lightest heads that doesn't have the NOS technology, which I like because the NOS kind of makes the head a little bit weaker, and it comes in a variety of colors. This here is the Carolina Blue, and you can see the color of the jewel, this king head right here, changes with the different color heads, and I really like that addition. That wasn't on the old Clutches, and they're kind of used in the king head as their new logo. So I really like the look of the colored king head on a different colored head. So there are only a few changes from this head to the original Clutch, but they are very important and I really like them. The first one and the most prominent is the Core Tech technology, and you can see it in here. What they did was they bored out the entire inside of the sidewall, so they have cutaways in here on the entire inside of the sidewall design, and that's what enables this head to be 4.7 ounces without needing the NOS technology. And the idea is this bore out actually gives the sidewalls a nice shape, and actually it makes them a little bit stiffer. Clutches are renowned for being heads that warp along with the superpowers, so they tend to warp and hourglass in. This head is a lot more durable and a lot stiffer than the other Clutch was. And really the only other change from the original Clutch is down the outside of the face here. It's got these little cutaways that kind of give it a nice little design element, and also take off just a little bit of weight, but mostly they just they look nice. Another nice thing about the Core Tech technology is that it's cut away in here where the sidewall strings go, and kind of like the SYM rail and the Evo 4, it hides those sidewall strings from getting hit when you're catching passes in here, which is the main reason that sidewall strings fray. So it's the Brine Clutch Elite. The most notable player who uses it is Ned Crotty, and he can shoot very fast, a very aggressive offensive player, and I think that this head really is probably the most aggressively designed offensive head on the market, so I think Elite really describes it very well. It's got probably the tightest throat design with the highest pinch and the most aggressive flare that you can get. So if you're looking to string a really sick mid-high pocket like Ned Crotty does, with a lot of whip, this long narrow throat with a very aggressive high flare is really going to be perfect for you. When you're trailing one-handed, the ball is going to drop down in this very narrow throat, and it's going to be very, very hard to get out. So while it might be a little harder for catching, offensively minded shooting, carrying, maximum hold, this head really is probably the most elite on the market. So getting to string a little bit, the Clutch is obviously one of the easiest heads to string on the market. Got perfect size top string holes. The Clutch is probably one of the first and the most notorious head for having a ton of sidewall hole options, so no shortage of sidewall holes there, and you'll never find yourself reaching or looking for a sidewall hole where there is not one. I've strung this with a mid-high, a mid, and a mid-low pocket. Here you can see the low on it. This is just going to have an unbelievably smooth release. The ball's going to sit right in the tightest part of the head, and it'll be great for an X-carrying attackman, but you can really string this pocket kind of like Ned Crotty does, with a slightly higher pocket and a lowered shooter setup to really get a ton of whip and a really fast shot. So while I wouldn't recommend it for defensemen, a midfielder and attackman could really string this any way to meet their play style. So overall, I rate this head as excellent, probably the most elite offensively minded head on the field today, and I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a new head and you're an attackman or a midfielder. So anyway guys, let me know in the comments if you have one of these heads, how you like it, what you think. Make sure to subscribe for more stream videos and tutorials. Like this video if you liked it, and have a great day.